The state was never alleging that Govan was the man who pulled the trigger.
Right.
So his argument is, why are you believing what...
Correct. The entire case is credibility of what he says, Cornelia says.
You ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
The jury is now heading into the courtroom.
And then a lack of true evidence. No concrete text messages to show, yes, we got him, or this is the plan, or we're here. Nothing. No content.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you reached the verdict?
Yes.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez, Govan, count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment.
The only thing that I understand that states have produced to the jury for them to consider were, you've got multiple phone calls, and for Mr. Govan to be the admitted dealer of the state's main witness of supplying pills and all those things, that would not be a surprise if you've got multiple contacts that live in the same neighborhood. You can't just go off of, well, I called this person a ton of times to prove a conspiracy case. That's a little bit of a stretch.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am?
Court's in session.
I just want to say thank you to my attorneys, Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, my private investigators, everybody for helping me. I didn't have the resources to necessarily, cover everything, and Manny still helped me, and he knew I was innocent. Everybody around me knew I was innocent. I just want to say thank you to the jurors for getting this right and getting my life back.
As opposed to, well, we don't have to say anything as the defense, but do you believe the state's main witness, a young man who has a lot to gain or lose based upon his testimony, and not just this trial, but prior trial, who's facing the same charges, who was actually admitted to be the gunman, the one with the most powerful weapon?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly what the court asked you to do. This is all approved and come to this decision. You are excused.
Jury dismissed.
It was a pretty quick trial. To come to this conclusion within just 3 or 4 days,
Right.
Seems like the jury knew kind of what they were going to come to.
Well, I don't know if that's the case that they knew. I mean,
Well,
obviously, from a human perspective,
right, they
they're told
decided
not
quickly.
exactly. I mean, it was one of those things that they probably had to go back into the jury deliberation room and say, do we believe what he said, the state's main witness? Forget what the girlfriend said for the most part. Law enforcement's testimony wasn't really helpful whatsoever. The autopsy, it was what it was. But
So, it was times during the trial, of course, you get some frustrations and stuff here and there, but overall, I knew my innocence would prevail.